about phase one. Yeah,
Brenda, when I pass stuff down tonight, I'm gonna give you, some of the stuff from last week. This will be one of the things too. Like Brenda might need to sign a couple of these. She looks at, I
Blanks.
think they're on the top, yeah.
I'm just gonna give that right to her.
Yep,
All right, sir, we ready?
we're ready to go.
All right. All right, I'd like to call the meeting to order on this August 11th at 7:31. Thank you for attending the Osnaburg Township Trustee meeting. We'll start with the pledge of the flag before devotion. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we thank you that we could gather in this place. We just ask that you are over us as we decide what's best for the community and the township, and we just ask that you watch over all of these little ones as they head back to school. It's in your name. Amen. Okay, any changes to the agenda this evening?
Executive session at the Ann Road.
Okay,
Another executive session. We can do it at the end, but we might be taking action,
okay,
whenever you want to fit it in,
sounds good.
for legal matters.
Legal matters, okay. Fiscal officer, anything else to add or subtract?
I'll have some things to elaborate on a couple of the things that are already on there.
Okay.
When we get down to alternative budget, when you go over the treasurer's reports, and their minutes to start up with.
Okay. All right, moving along. Could we get approval of the minutes from 7:28?
Trustee Carroll moves to accept them as presented.
Trustee Griffith seconds.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Trust, you'll see some handwritten notice on these. It's just I missed one thing here. I'll show you this. First, so you can pass them on right here.
Okay,
I'm going to hand it to you like that so you can see
Yep.
it. I just
do
handwrote it.
we need to
because these
initial
are
that or
numbered.
no?
You don't. I
All
initialed
right.
it, but then make note of it when.
That was last week's because we're already signed on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But on the back of that, you need to sign that one you just.
Oh, yeah, I see it, I see it.
Yep, yep, okay.
All right. Okay, moving along, approval of the treasurer's report.
Trustee Griffith motions to approve the report as presented.
Trustee Carroll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And trustees, I want you to make note, I did give you your yearly summary. Just make note of where we were in the cemetery fund there. I highlighted it when you look at that. There's zero balance in there right now.
Okay.
And later on, when I get to the cemetery, I'll be.
Are we gonna talk mineral right money later on?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right, moving along to public speaks. Hi, folks. Would anyone like to speak publicly tonight?
Here's the clipboard.
Oh, thank you. Hey, Mr. Dean Varian, if you could come to the mic and state your name and your address? Thank you.
Dean Varian, 6303 Maple Street.
Thank you.
I'm actually here for the zoning part of it.
Okay.
Does that matter now? Should I wait?
No, that's okay.
You're good.
Okay. I have three items I'd like to ask about and maybe get clarification. I'm familiar with 3391 Indian Run, which is listed in prior minutes as being slated for destruction. And I noticed on my ReGrid app that William Miller is still the owner of that record, at least that's what the ReGrid says. Now, that's not the William Miller who lived across the street, who's deceased.
Well, that was a different mill.
Different one.
Yep, there were two with the same
Because I
name.
met him and I knew him when he was around.
Yes.
Pretty sure he's gone too.
Yes.
But he's still listed as property. I'm just curious. I thought his daughter owned that property. So how do you take care of these matters if the owner of record is deceased?
So I'll let Mary
Yeah.
talk, because we've been working on it. Go ahead, Mary.
So what the prosecutor's office told us is when the owner's deceased or you can't contact the owner, find next of kin, that kind of thing, you advertise it for, I believe, 30 days in like the newspaper on the website. However means you have to advertise it. And we would put a post out there at the property itself, just kind of stating everything.
That's all been done.
Not quite yet.
Is there a sheriff's sale, eventually a sheriff's sale?
That's up to the auditor then, because there's a lot of back taxes on it. At this point, all we're doing is trying to get the house down because there's been small children going in.
The problem with the sheriff's sale is it's such a low value. There's so many ones ahead of it that it would take years. So it's possible that a resident can force a sheriff's sale.
Yes, a resident can apply.
To have it forced.
Mhm.
It's about $2,000, and if it goes more than what the cost is, you would get your money back if you didn't buy it, or whoever the person is that forces it. Or you could pay more and get the property. That's one thing that can happen with any tax, any property with delinquent taxes,
And Mary, how far back are
real
the
estate
taxes?
taxes.
I'd have to check again. It's quite a few years.
It is. There was a relative that had contacted me. She didn't give me her contact information, but they were interested in moving a camper or something onto the property. But I don't know if he didn't have a will, or I don't know the case, but none of those people, and there was supposedly more than one, they were fighting among themselves. But now the county office hasn't heard from anybody. So I'm thinking once they saw the delinquent taxes and all that, they didn't want it, is my guess. And I'm guessing.
Okay. But the better news is that it's going to be raised.
Eventually,
Yeah.
yes.
And
It's a long process.
we have quotes coming in to
Right, I
demolish.
saw that in the minute. And I was just, again, I hate to take so much time on this, but I was curious as to whether the fire department could burn it down.
Or we
The
try.
cost.
You tried to have it.
No.
Legally.
No, we're not interested. The amount of work we would have to put in to get it to a place where we could burn it down, we're not interested.
Well, and it's a slab home too, so it's just sitting on.
They
the
won't let
concrete.
you burn drywall, shingles,
Shingles, we have to
and you
strip
have to remove
everything
all
out.
that stuff to be able to.
Yeah.
It would have, what was left would have been easier or cheaper to get rid of.
And I will say that there are several houses in the township that are like that. The reason why we focused on that one is because of the neighborhood, we've been seeing some small kids going in there, because there's no door on it.
Yeah, I
And
know.
so we're concerned about that. Because people will say, well, this house is bad, why aren't you tearing it down? Because we have to fund it. And the only time we're gonna get our money back is when the property's sold.
Moving on, 7455 Hillchurch Street. Has anyone, it's not in the record, apparently no one's complained about that property.
Which one is
That's
that?
the old Indian Run Christian Church.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've had
Got a lot on that, actually.
We go
Um,
there quite often.
Mary, can you update us on that one?
It was not listed as those that are still pending or.
It's come and gone off our list, but
Yeah.
yes.
So, once they get to a certain point, kind of take it off the list for then, and then once we hear somebody complain about it, or if we see something, we'll add it and we'll kind of go back after them and try and force them to clean up.
So Mary will go there and they'll do what she's able to force them to do. They'll do just that amount. And then now it's probably back to that condition again, so we have to start the whole process over again.
We have had some success with some cleanup there, but it does
It's gotten.
turn right back around. And we've had actual garbage and debris in the cemetery as well, which has been a concern. Stuff blows into the cemetery, 'cause it's right there.
But I go by there frequently and it does look a little better than it did. But that brings my final question, and that is, what is of according to zoning laws, what is a property violation with respect to vehicles? I see the word junked vehicles as a complaint. Is that defined as a car that is actually junk and doesn't run, it's on blocks, or just sits in one position along with half a dozen others?
Some people think it's the license plate and it's not.
So by state rules, it has to meet 3 conditions, and it has to meet all 3. It can't meet like 1 or 2 of them. And they are, that it's apparently inoperable. It's in a rusted, wrecked kind of condition, and it's missing some kind of major component to it, whether it be transmission, wheels, something like that.
It doesn't have to have a license.
Doesn't have to have a license.
I think that was a rule in the past, and I kind of changed it with whenever they changed some of the rules around.
And again, that process is, we would have to do a title search on the vehicle and then pay the towing truck company to come tow it. And
So in our zoning
It's
book
a
now,
long
we do
process.
have we added it in since my time here, we've added in a junk vehicle clause. And so if it meets all the criteria, we can in fact apply for title, pay for it to be towed away and junked. And then that again is put on the property owner's county tax bill.
Actually, I don't think it is.
It's not?
No, I think the only way we can recoup is when they junk it, after all fees are paid, any excess revenue comes back and.
In whatever the scrap value was.
Yeah,
The mowing of yards definitely goes on the county.
yeah.
We have to mow someone's nuisance yard, we can put that on their tax bill.
We have
Which we've done
to,
that.
we have to obtain the title for the vehicles in order for the scrap people or the towers to come take it. We have to have the title.
I know that.
That was like,
Final question is how does campers or RVs apply to that? Are they treated the same way as vehicles?
Well, through our zoning rules, and Mary could talk about this, we actually have a camper resident right now in the township that's went through an application process and sat for the Board of Zoning Appeals.
I don't mean living in it, I mean just sitting there for years and years.
For years and years and years.
And trees growing up.
Yeah.
I would believe it falls under the same kind of condition rules. That'd be something I have to check into more.
yeah, no one's ever asked that question. I will say that we have a car that's supposedly scrap in the township that has a tree growing through the middle of it. And we aren't allowed to do anything with it because if you have to cut the tree down to move the car, and we'll get sued for cutting the tree down.
Okay.
So,
Thank you for your time.
we don't have good answers for you, do we?
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Sorry.
But those are all through the state. And each time we go to the convention each year, when we get a chance, we try to force some of those issues to get better. We get some changes, but not a lot.
All right, any other public speaks? Seeing none, we're gonna move along to fire report.
So last time I was here, we talked some about staffing. We did have one previous employee reapply. He had moved out of state and has since moved back and has reapplied. So we are asking to rehire. It will be David Williams.
How long was he with us?
How long was he?
He was hired in 2021,
Okay.
first time.
First time, yeah. So he has been with us twice
And then he resigned and
when he moved, yeah.
I've got some,
Did he resign all of the times, or was he asked to leave?
the last time I have a resignation.
Yeah. Each time he resigned because he moved.
And I assume since he's been with us before, he doesn't need any education.
He doesn't even need shirts.
He doesn't even
Well-
need shirts. All right, so he's a cheap hire, if you're telling me.
The thing I would need is just what wage you're gonna bring him in, what level he's at.
So he's a paramedic, so it would be the 20,
And then I would also need to know with his,
Do you know if he's,
Any
Can you
training?
work some? I mean, that's the goal to get,
He would like to work a lot.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's wonderful. Does
Does he
he
have the
live
same
close?
address?
Can't,
Just-
probably not. If you move, you get back.
I didn't know. I've got him in
Works.
Canton address, like, is he?
Worst Avenue.
Words, yeah.
Okay. 212? Okay. Any other conversation about Mr. David Williams before we move forward?
As long as he had a good record with us when he was here, I'd say take him back.
Okay. Trustee Varian moves to hire David Williams as a paramedic for our Osnaburg Township Fire Department. He has worked for us in the past, so he's got a lot of his gear and extras as well. So my motion is to hire David Williams.
Trustee Griffith seconds.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
What do you have as a date on that, so I know when he can?
Good question. Fiscal Officer Lowry, what would you like date-wise? Where are we on pay
I
period?
was just thinking the same thing. I mean, we're.
When is he available now?
He's available now. Well, I'd say if we can get him in here to start working shift, let's do that.
Yeah, whatever. I
Does
mean,
he
I'm
need to
okay
get
with
work
anything
signed?
if you wanna, we're right in the middle of the, we
Yeah.
have last week, this week.
Okay,
All right, can you add to my motion effective now? And we'll get him started. Is that good?
I found there.
Okay. All right, super.
I have on here an update on 254, but I feel like you may know more than I do.
Yeah, so I called today because we had a meeting to see where we were. They rebuilt the steering pump on 254, tanker 254, and got it back to us quicker than we expected. So thank you, R&B's trailer and truck, for doing that. It is done. It's there and ready to be picked up. I called Tom at about 4 today and let him know. So I don't know if we have enough staff to run grab it, get it back into service. It was out of service for about 3 days, 4 days. It's the big semi front end tanker with lots of weight, and the power steering went out, and so it was almost unsteerable. So R&B's got us taken care of.
You said it is done,
It is done.
like, right now?
It's done right now. It's sitting there.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know if keys are in it, and they're
I
probably
was thinking my
done.
next question. but I think
Keys in it. How long do they work over there? You might know.
They'll be there.
They'll be there.
They'll be there. They work all night. Yeah, okay, so I'd like to make a motion to get the bill paid on this.
Do we know what the,
So we had 2 options. We had a rebuild option and a new option. And the guys said that they would prefer the rebuild option, which is actually cheaper because they think it lasts longer. So we went that route. So it was $1,800 for the rebuild pump and then $540 for the install. So
Make a motion to go, I gotta pay that out of the ambulance soft building.
okay,
There isn't, we used to all our maintenance in the fire fund.
ambulance soft.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so Trustee Varian would like to make a motion to pay up to $2,500 out of the ambulance soft billing fund to pay for a new power steering pump on tanker 254.
Trustee Pierce, seconds.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we're ambulance soft billing and we're up to $2,500. All right, there we go. Yeah, if we can get it back, Amy, and get it into service tonight, that'd be great.
we'll get, I mean, we'll just go get it, we're done here.
Cool.
We're working anyway, so.
Okay. And I can help too if you need a driver to pick you up. Okay. I've sent a text message to K&K Plumbing on that filter. He's checking into what it would cost to replace it with one with the filter or what it would cost to just put the filter in. So before you guys go doing it, unless you already have, I'll try to have answers by the next meeting on that.
Okay.
So I don't have anything else for fire. Anything else going on in fire? You guys good?
I had a question. How about water supply? You've been okay with that?
Yeah.
I hesitate to say we haven't had any issues. I don't know if we know quite exactly what the timeline is yet.
Yeah.
They had said end of July, and
I noticed the school
outside
has
tank.
a tank back there now, a holding tank.
they've had them the whole
They've
time.
had them.
There have been 3 this
Okay.
whole time, and they're in the same spot.
The outside of the tank looks great. I think
know.
it looks beautiful, but what the inside looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what the timeline
All right.
is.
But we've been okay so far. Okay.
Okay, any questions on the logs? We'll move on to the next report. All right, thank you very much. If you're working tonight, you want to go mess with that tanker, you go.
Sure.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, moving on to the cemetery report.
Ryan didn't give me anything, but I did want to point out on that treasurer's report, we have a zero balance. As far as the mowing, I need the resolution or at least a permission, which I did and prepared it for tonight's meeting. The check that I paid, I had to take $70 and some change out of the general fund to make it all work. If you notice on your treasurer's report, there's a zero balance in the cemetery. We had put that $5,000, you allowed me to do that transfer from the general and an inter-fund transfer, which needs to be paid back by the end of the year. We had discussed about the oil and gas lease money. It has not arrived yet. It'll need certified once it does get here. But to operate the cemeteries, to have any additional mowing or pave the cemetery section, or if we have any open and closings, I have zero funds available at this point. I would ask that we consider another transfer fund from general fund to the cemetery to get us by until some of that funds.
How much would you like over there?
What about the 2011 or the 2021?
Say again?
Can we take it out of the 2011 or the 2021?
No. You got to go from a general fund to the cemetery.
How much will that have the cemetery own us back then?
It'll be, if you,
Five
right now it's
$5,000
$5,000
plus whatever we have.
plus whatever you do
What?
tonight.
We can't move it from anywhere that it doesn't have to go back ever, because we're just gonna keep chasing it.
Yeah,
You can, but for auditing purposes, if you do an inter-fund, it's easy to take it back one time. Like say you do 5 now, then we can wait until, I have to take it back before the end of the year. If we do not get it back at the end of the year, then I have to have the money recertified to put it in there, to keep it in there. Like you say, hey, I want to stay in there from the general
so
fund.
does 5,000 get you there, or does it need to be 10?
It'll get me through the end of September, 1st of October, which
When will we get that mineral right check?
it was supposed to be the part from like Wildwood Cemetery, those
Mhm.
lots up there, around 15,000 released in the month of September. The rest of it was supposed to be in 120 days, whether it comes or not. I'm not anticipating the whole 86,000. But keep in mind, trustees, the proper way for me to do that is fiscal officer. Once that money comes, either way, partial, some of it goes into the general fund. Then under resolution, once I have it certified, you all can then ask me to
Yeah.
transfer it over, a portion of it, all of it, however you want to do it.
Are you okay with 5 or 10, or what do you want to do? If we go 5, I feel like we're gonna.
Why don't we just do 7?
Okay.
But I don't, we gotta move it somewhere, because if we keep robbing it, that-
So if we move 7 tonight under a motion, then as soon as we get mineral right money, can we pay the 12 back?
What'll happen, if we get
Once
any
we
portion
certify.
of that, I'll put it in the general fund. It has to be certified before you can spend it. Once it's certified, this takes a couple of weeks, just so you know. Once it's certified, then you can pay it back. And it's just a couple clicks on the computer. It's all following the rules of the audit, and it's a proper way to do it. Now, if, for example, we don't get the money back, then I would be asking you for certification to have approval to take that $12,000, have it recertified from the general fund into
The cemetery,
the
Yeah.
even though it's
cemetery.
already been.
That's
set.
another whole process doing
yeah,
that.
but so if you go into the beginning of the year, can you move that in and certify it without less headache? If we take the money that we get from the oil and gas and pay it right back in, now we're gonna be behind again.
Yeah, you're right.
Possibly. It
We
depends.
need to know how to get this money over and leave it over, so we can start with good.
Yes, we have some of the money in the account.
You don't know until you get the money. Once I know what we got,
I know
I
that.
can make the adjustments.
But that's why I'm asking you, is the beginning of the year the better time to move some permanently? When's the best time to move it permanently?
Like a month ago.
Yeah.
Well, for me,
And I'm not really in favor of taking general fund to fund the cemetery.
you're gonna fund this house.
Just always remember, trustee, when you get money like this, it goes to the general fund no matter what.
Right.
Then it gets certified there in the general fund. Then you can move it permanently, anything at that point. Right now, by doing an interfund, we can move it over. You just do an interfund back. Let's say, you say, hey, Brian, let's do 5 back, like in October, for example. You still might owe it 10 or whatever it is, 7. You could do the rest before the end of the year, or if we don't get any more funds by then I'd ask for a whole nother step. And we can do that, because realistically, the only money that usually gets spent after the Wreath Across America process, after that time frame in December, that first week, there isn't any real money other than Ryan Shear's cemetery sexton monthly, and a couple little odd and end things, like a few $100s here or there. Under resolution, you can always tell me, say, Brian, we'd like you to pay that out of the general fund. I can do that.
Are the prepaid separate? Or are the prepaid separate, or are we completely out? Like, what if we need to do an open and closing on prepaid?
Yeah,
There's nothing in there.
there's nothing in there.
So someone
We
comes
used all the prepaid
tomorrow
money.
and says, yeah, I paid you 10 years ago.
Yep.
We probably shouldn't have been using the prepaid money.
Because that money's drained down. Because right now, usually by now on the budget, by now in the cemetery, we have like 10 to 15 grand to play around with. But this is one of those years where you don't have a lot of action going on.
Yeah.
And if you don't have action, then the general fund in the past, before I become fiscal officer, the trustees back then used to do what Randy said, like put 5,000 in there. And then it would be recertified, and it was this process that it stayed in there, and that was it. You're taking from the general fund, putting it in, and then it's done. I asked to do an interfund because I knew possible money was coming. It's just a couple clicks to move it right back in, and it's a way the auditor would want to see that happen.
All right, let's make a move on this. We have to put some money in the account. What do you do?
I'm motioning, like Randy said, to put the 7,000 in.
All right,
Trustee Pierce seconds.
all in favor?
That dollar amount again?
7,000.
Okay.
Griffith first,
Yeah.
Piro second. All 3 votes were yes.
But I do think it's a problem we need to discuss in the future here.
Yeah, I will agree. Well,
If we keep our cemetery so pristine, the public won't make any levy on it.
There's no income for this
And we're
account.
spending more money than
Yeah.
we have for it. We can't.
All right,
keep
so
doing
we've
that.
borrowed 5 from general, now we've borrowed 7.
It's called it's an interfund transfer.
All right.
And you're allowed to do that, but it has to be paid back
Okay.
before the end of the year.
All right, anything else for cemetery?
No.
No. Road report.
Good evening, everybody. If the trustees have looked over the road report, is there any questions you'd like to ask?
Who'd you end up getting the 9s from then?
East Fairfield Stone,
East
where we
Fairfield?
always get it from. Only they hauled it this year for us personally,
Yeah, they
themselves.
brought it to us.
And we
Yeah.
got it about $2 cheaper a
Did
ton.
that work?
Yes, yeah, worked
Great.
out great. The only thing is, being you brought that up, I don't know how Mr. Lowry wants to handle that. We okayed 75 ton. It ended up being about 80 ton. Yeah, you never get it exactly
Yeah.
right. So I think it went over about $100 and some dollars.
The trustees can amend that resolution. to be
Oh, we
that.
can't amend that?
Yeah.
All right, is it easier?
I just don't know the number right now.
What's the resolution number?
Hold on a second.
All right. Like you said, how much over 100?
5.
No.
No,
ton.
we okayed 75 ton. I think they brought around 80 or 81, something like that. So it was a little bit over. It was like $100 and some dollars over.
Okay.
It's resolution 25-212 from July 28th.
All right, trustee Varian makes a motion to amend
Go up to 85.
12 up to 85?
Yeah.
Okay, trustee Varian makes a motion to amend 25-212 to go up to 85 tons of number 9s.
Trustee Pierce seconds.
All those in favor?
All right.
Thank you.
How wet
Yeah.
were they? How wet were they?
Wet. That's That's why we have to get them early like this and
Okay.
just let it dry all through the winter. All right, thank you on that. The next thing, again, me and Rodney last week were out checking roads, picking tires up when he noticed that the dash light come on for the brakes. And we could tell the pedal wasn't right, so we drove it straight to R&B's.
203 you did?
203, the
Okay.
550, yeah.
Yep.
And here it was the front left caliper was bad. It's just pouring out. So we left it there, and they put 2 new calipers on it.
Do we have a bill
I
for
don't
that?
have the exact price.
Brian, do we have a bill for the calipers on R&B's?
What truck number?
203?
203.
Yeah, it's that one in your hand.
No, no, it's not. It's not. That's a whole nother one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been working
Breaking the equipment.
working R&B's a lot over there, this poor guy.
Do you have any
I thought I gave that one back to you, Stu, but maybe not. Or did we have one? What was it? It was $700 and some dollars.
700 some bucks
I
on
don't have
R&B.
it. You
Is
sure I
it,
did?
is it a now? Is it a then and now?
Yeah, it has to be a minute now.
All right.
I gotta see it.
Stu, that's all right. We'll do it up to $850.
Yeah.
Trustee Varian makes a motion to pay R&B's up to $850 to replace 2 front calipers on truck number 203 for $550.
Trustee Griffin seconds?
All those in favor?
Aye.
We went to $850.
Okay.
That cover it?
Yep, it's
Super.
708.78.
Perfect.
What was it?
708.
It's not.
I just want to see
78.
what you said up
Yeah, 708.78.
there.
Yep.
All right, thank you on that.
Yeah, we're back. Looks like it was picked up on Thursday, so you got it back and I'm working it.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, yes. Grit, we need to get a couple loads.
Can you stay on trucks so I can
Yep.
get this other one?
Yep,
This is-
203,
201.
or 201, I'm sorry. We've been having issues with it over the summer. They grabbing and jerking us clear across the road into the other lane hard, like braking hard that way. We took it down, Ronnie said it's probably the cams,
Mhm.
cam arms.
Mhm.
And he said the only way to get rid of that is to tear it down, put 2 new cam arms in there,
His back,
both sides, front.
his front.
The
Okay.
front is pulling us.
Okay.
We got an estimate.
What?
Oh, I got the estimate.
Do we have enough in there to do that, Ryan?
That's a bit.
Yeah.
That's 20.
Now,
That's
he,
what I'm just looking-
just so you know, he put a lot of extra stuff on it just in case when he tears that front end down.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time. We don't, excuse me, we don't know
So
how bad the brakes are or anything.
if we
So
go up 2, we might.
he said it's probably not gonna be that much. It can go
Okay.
up to that possibly.
Yeah,
What do you have in there?
I'm okay.
All right. Yeah, we can do that, Randy, if you want to do that.
All right, trustee Puro moves to fix truck 201 brakes not to exceed $2,400 at RB's Truck and Trailer.
Trustee Varian, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
If they could save any of them parts, I'll be surprised.
Good.
Good luck to them. Because
Yeah.
they've all been riding and sold.
Yeah, it's been Ohio love. Okay. Keep spending, go ahead.
Okay.
You don't have to say no here in a minute.
Go ahead, Stu, keep going.
Grit.
Okay.
For the bin, for salt. We just need to get like 2 truckloads, 20 ton. We're only talking probably $250
Okay.
to get 2 truckloads of grit to put up there. So
I thought we were talking about mixing it with the salt as it went into.
no, we can't do that.
They can do it. I'll talk to the guy, but I haven't talked to him for a long time. When they bring in the salt,
I don't know.
he said they can do it.
We're not talking grit for salt right now.
That's
Are
what
we?
he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Where are we getting it now because we can't get it
We get
when
it
the snow
down.
flies?
We get it down at
Or buy it in August?
Phoenix, right there in Magnolia,
We can.
from Troy.
What's
It's
the name
just
of that
a-
place?
I'm just saying,
Phoenix.
why are we buying it in
Say again.
August?
Phoenix.
Well, because when we get the salt delivery, they said they could mix the grit in at the same time.
Oh, no, that won't work that way. You'd have to have a truck. You dump it on with the truck.
No.
So when are we getting salt?
That means somebody has to be there every day, all day long as those trucks roll in there. to just put a little bit in each one, you know, a couple
If we're
spots.
gonna do that, we're putting more than 2 loads.
Well, yeah, it'll probably take more than that, but I only have so much room unless we,
What, question, when are we getting salt? Why are we buying grit in August 11th?
Let's put it on hold till
Why are we,
we
why
find
is
out.
it 95 degrees outside? Why are we buying grit right now?
I'm just saying,
I'm just
it
saying,
doesn't
yeah.
cost nothing to get it.
Well, then-
After August 1st, you can start on your new buy on the new program. And I had budgeted that up to $75,000 to do the compiler and all,
Right,
based
so,
on the new prices. But I'm not saying it has to be bought now. It could be September and October, but you want to get it in before November if you want to do it on this year,
Okay,
you know.
we can only probably get in that bin up there 75 ton, maybe.
okay.
Because we have to schedule the compiler. We have to wait till
Yes.
we get it.
Yes, and
And where we
when they
get
come,
it,
they
take it.
come. I mean, it's a convoy. They're coming all day long, every day until they get it filled.
Okay.
It don't take them long.
Well, if it's not something that we can't get, I say we table it and. talk
Here's
about
the
it.
only reason I say something like that though too. Because Rodney knows, just like I do, there's been years, if you wait till late fall to go down there, they might have 5,000 tons sitting there. And Tuscarawas County will come in and almost suck every bit of it, and they're
Okay.
just gone.
Okay.
And there ain't none, and it's cheap there.
But you're bringing in how many ton?
Hmm?
How many ton are you talking about picking up?
20.
Well, it depends. I mean, you're saying, now you wanna
Well,
dump it on
20
every,
ton is nothing on 1,000 ton of salt.
Yeah.
I know that, but at least I got it there. We went down before and got more and brought it up. All you gotta do is flip the door down on the salt auger and go down there and get a load or two. And bring it back up and put it in the bin and mix it. I know two truckloads ain't gonna do that whole 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 tons.
We should see.
Well,
till September.
Let's
I just
take,
wanted to have the bin somewhat,
yeah,
Well, if
Something
we
in
end
there.
up mixing it, if we would mix it, then we won't need it in that bin up there.
yeah.
It'll already be in. It'll be mixing salt.
but you gotta have it trucked in there and have it ready to scoop up and put in the semis.
They're not gonna put it in the side, they'll dump it on the conveyor.
In August, wait till first.
He's done it. I talked to the guy.
That's funny because I talked to Dan too, and
I talked to the guy that runs the compiler. They told me to call him, and I called him. It's been a while ago, but I don't remember exactly what his
well,
name.
where are you gonna put it all? Because there ain't enough there to go up from that bin down around there and put on that conveyor belt.
Here's what-
You're gonna have to keep hauling it in,
As
as
approved.
you need it.
It's dumped on the ground.
If you bring 3 loads of salt in, you put a load of grit or whatever ratio we come up with.
He's saying he
3
doesn't-
loads of salt, they're gonna be semis rolling in here constantly.
All right, this isn't the first time they've done it.
I understand that.
If
We've
you
never
got
done
4
that that
trucks
way.
of salt in, and you wanna put a next load to be a grit, the next load comes in the grit.
You're gonna put
We're
grit on
spending
every,
$100,000, they'll put the grit in. Or get rid of the damn compiler, because it ain't worth nothing. If it has to go that fast,
you ain't gonna get enough salt in there without the compiler, so I don't wanna hear that.
I'm not gonna get enough.
You
money.
can't push enough salt up in there with a darn little
Hey,
backup
guys,
to do that.
let's talk about it another time. We got 3 executive
I wanna hear it.
sessions. We're talking about salt in August. And I know, I get it, but let's have a conversation closer to time. If grit is something we can get in September, let's talk about it when we're closer to
That's
time.
fine.
We'll handle it then. Anything else for road?
We got an executive session.
Okay. Anything else for you, Stu?
Yeah, we're gonna need some more soy salt, the stuff we use to clean up all the trucks in the Durapatch and everything.
Okay. A
We're almost empty.
cleaning solution. What is it?
Yep,
All right. What is it called? I'm sorry. It's called Surasol.
soy salt,
Soy
salt. SOYSOLV.
What's the cost?
2.5 jugs, 2 of them is a case, 5 gallon
Okay.
for $150.
Okay.
I was hoping I could just get 2 cases,
So
which would
100.
be $300
Okay.
plus whatever shipping is.
Okay. 350 cover, you think? Or do you want to do 300 plus the shipping?
300. Let's go just a little higher than that. You don't know with that weight.
Okay. Trustee Varian moves to pay for cleaning solution to clean the trucks for the road department out of the road fund for $300 plus the shipping.
Just a few seconds.
All
Does
those
that
in
come,
favor?
when you say shipping, does it come right here or? do you
Yeah,
guys-
they'll ship it right here.
And who is it?
UPS probably,
Okay.
soy salt.
All those in
I think
favor?
he said UPS.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Anything else for road before we go to
Nope.
executive? All righty. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
Art should be here next week to chip and seal. He was gonna do it this week, but they were down a truck and he didn't wanna try to do it with only 3 trucks. They usually have 4 to keep it running smooth, to keep moving.
This is Phil's.
So he wanted to make sure they had all 4 trucks there to be able to come in, do our roads plus parks.
Are we doing all the roads we had
I
listed?
just want to have it
Yes.
official.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they're gonna do the whole, I'm sure you can Paris Township, everything.
What's it coming out of?
Don't relax.
Give us a bigger discount.
That actually comes out of the general fund.
All right. Okay, one more thing before we go to executive, just got it on the desk here. Schwab Technologies to clean up and replace some
It's actually,
software hard drive for the road department computer.
yeah, that's the actual price. I didn't have it. I asked him for the quote.
Did we already make a motion on this?
Yeah, no,
No?
we have it in
have
the
the quote
budget to
done.
do these
We-
computer upgrades. I just
Okay.
actually have the quote. to-
So now we need the actual number. All right, you want a new motion? Is that okay? Okay. Trustee Varian moves to pay Schwab Technologies $539.97 to upgrade and update the road department computer.
Griffith seconds.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. There you go.
One more thing.
Yep.
And Mike wanted me to tell you guys, I called him and talked to him last night. Really,
Oh, yeah.
Shelley is declining.
Hmm.
It isn't good. And he said there's no way he can come back right now. And then we understand that. I told him,
Okay.
you guys are fine with that.
We are.
Yep.
This, when he's ready again.
Yeah, when he's ready to come
That's
back, I said, your job will be here.
Yeah. He hasn't worked for a little bit. Is that right?
Well, just here in the last week. He's been trying to come in like
A day or two?
1 day, 2 days.
Yeah.
Sometimes he gets 3. It depends on if he gets help to watch her.
Family first.
Yeah, and he said, no, she's it.
That's fine.
Yep.
He wants to be there.
All right, but we're going to keep him on though. He
Yeah.
wants to be left
Oh,
on.
yes. Oh, yes, he does.
Okay.
He wants to come back to work
All right.
when he can.
Okay. Thank you for that update. That's great.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm done.
Well, we're good. All right. We are going to move to an executive session. This is at.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you. This is at 8:13. It's for personnel matters. It refers to the appointment, employment, demotion, compensation of public employer official, or the investigation of charges or complaints against a public employee, official, licensee, or regulated individual. Okay, second,
Seconds.
roll call.
Puro.
Yes.
Griffith
Yes.
and Varian.
Yes. All right, guys, thank you. We'll step out. And be back. Can you, your notes, your notes was the text message. Do you have that?
Say again.
The text message notes? Do you have? Can you bring that?
Okay.
Can you just bring it with you?
Yeah, I'll bring it.
Thank you. Okay. All right. You ready, sir? All right, trustee Verity moves to come out of executive session at 8:57.
Trustee Piro seconds.
Roll call.
Piro,
Yes.
Griffith.
Yes.
And Barron.
Yes. No action will be taken from our executive session, so we're going to move along to the zoning report.
Since last meeting had one permit issued. Over on the nuisance side of things, I was away the past couple days or so I don't have a whole lot of updates. Over there on Georgetown where they sprayed the grass, it is starting to die some
Good.
leaves are coming out. So. Out there on Neiman's, prosecutor's office got back to me. They don't think there's enough information or evidence on our side of things for us to do anything for the health department.
Okay.
They did reach out to the health department too and just kind of confirm what I told them.
Okay.
Um,
Is the Eslick property over by Roberto's, is that guy moving out or is he still there? Do you know?
As far as I know, he's still there.
Okay, there's still a lot of stuff, but yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah, the Neiman's one, they say there isn't enough for them to be able to do anything about it either. I'm not sure if the EPA would be able to step in, seeing they have more power in that.
Well,
sense.
we asked and did our diligence on that, so thanks for doing that.
Other than that, I don't have a whole lot of updates,
Did the house on Ravenna sell? The one without the building permit?
not that I've seen.
And are you waiting on more quotes for the building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The only other thing is I had somebody contact me off of 30 on Sindel about their neighbor putting in some downspouts or something towards their property. And they were worried about erosion from that because it was going between ties that was set there for the property line. So I gotta check into that more, but.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
That's all I got.
All right, thank you. All right, seeing no old business, we will move on to some new business. Fiscal officer needs approval for the 2026 alternate budget.
Trustees, this is a yearly thing. You should have had this, a paper clip together for you. Initially, I'm gonna just let you look over the front of that. Last year, you might say, well, what was it last year? It was 2,570 thousand last year. We had those capital road funds, or road fund and ambulance on there, 75,050. We had 300 and some $1,000 worth of money in the American Rescue that was in there, that's not in there now. So some of that is because of that. I mean, you look at the cemetery fund, I know I got 15 there, but that's wishful thinking because it's an estimate. What we have in there actually now, what I'm hoping to be at least in there to work off of next year is that much money. That's the minimum. When you go through the pages of your sheet, I know back in the day, I think it was Trustee Griffith, you asked me about can the new fire levy be broke down, and it was the first year, but now it was broke down like 3 mil was like 300 and I forget what it was, 359, and then 1.3 mil was 186, for example, and those two added together now equate to that 515,000 on the second page of the division of taxes. He can't really give it to me broke down for some reason because the millage now, moving forward, is together, both of them together.
Yeah.
But I could probably figure it out, but I haven't got that far. The general fund is pretty consistent. I'm not saying it's perfectly healthy, but it actually has been holding its own with things that we got in there and what I'm anticipating yet to receive this year moving forward. I think we're right on track. That's very similar to what it's been. your inside road and bridge fund, that's your road department fund. That one, I'm saying it's okay, but that's the one that moving forward, I had to figure out things like, personnel, your increases, healthcare, different things like that. But a lot of that, this is an alternative budget and there is room to wiggle here a little, but I just know down the road, we're gonna have to think about something in that road fund, because that's what you operate your road department off of.
Okay.
When you flip to the one that says Fire Fund 211, you're gonna notice a lot of red. I'm colorblind, but I think you all can see that red. Those you should be concerned about, but I do have explanations. Back in 22, 23, 24, every year we always were coming out right around the first year with a negative or right around a zero balance.
Mhm.
And you always remember we transferred money, 40, 50 grand sometimes to get started till the new revenue comes in. We also had the levy pass, well, that money didn't start coming in till in the 24 time, but we had to pay back some money. So it wasn't like you truly got it all in one year. But as you move forward, when the levy passed, my goal as a fiscal officer was to let that fire levy pay for the entire fire department and let the soft billing, which you're not seeing on that page, you'll see it on another page, soft billing grow, and it did. If you flip down, I just want you to take a look down at the last page you have there. You'll notice that your soft billing, we started out, I say in 26, we're going to start out in the soft billing of non-resident of 25,000. It might be more than that. And the ambulance, I have it 60. It would be higher, but I got a feeling because the fire fund is low right now. To get us to the end of the year, I'm going to have to start paying wages out of that again, because the wages with the increase, the pay increases we did from 24, then we did that 4% plus a 14%. That really affected that money. And I don't have enough in the fire fund to pay the entire payroll along with the expenses of that without dipping into the soft billing.
Okay.
And that's what you see there. Soft billing has actually increased this last year. I had it back at 2 years ago at 15,000 on non-resident and around 100 on resident. That has increased each year, and this year we're on track to be 130,000 this year.
Okay.
In the 2282, and we're on track for about 25,000. But I'm trying to be realistic when I write that budget. But the fire fund would be the one I'm concerned about. Your next one there, going backwards, the 2141, that's your one we do the chip and seal projects out of. You'll notice that when I project that out, we try to use every penny of that. So we use every bit of that money on the roads. So your chip and seal, anything out of that, that's what that money goes to. And that also is the fund that I pay the village of East Canton. And that's roughly around $62,000. We've already given them about 33,000, and we'll give them about 29 to 30 on the second half here. But that's the money levied for the whole township. And with you all knowing that,
Okay.
any questions?
So motion is needed to accept the alternative budget for 2026?
Yeah.
All right. Any conversation? Are we good to move forward? All right. Trustee Varian moves to accept the 2026 alternative budget as presented.
Trustee Griffith seconds.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right. We are, did you say this executive session may need some, an action?
We might afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we need Stu to stay?
No. I don't think we need Mary to stay either. Do we need Mary to stay?
No,
Okay.
they can stay if they
I
want.
can say if they want. So let's, did you want to talk about the Seacoast Park Huntington Bank report? It's on here. Did you just
It's just
Just
their
for our information.
correspondence, it's your Sioux Coast Bank reports.
All
I
right.
try to get that if anybody needs that, and we
Great.
do put it on the computers.
All right. So
If you need anything else.
you guys are free to go. We're going to move into an executive session for
Legal matter.
legal matters, not personal matters. So if you guys you want to get home, that's fine. Trustee Varian moves to move in executive session at 9:07 for legal matters to be kept confidential. This pertains to matters that are required to be kept confidential by federal law or rules or state statutes.
Trustee Griffin seconds.
Roll call.
Puro.
Yes.
Griffith.
Yes.
And Varian.
Yes. Thanks, guys. All right. Thank you. Okay, good. That's done. That's done. See you. Thank you. Bye, Sue. we have to do names.
Oh, we're just listed on.
Okay, yeah, we're just listed. Trustee Varian moves to come out of executive session at 9:24.
Trustee Griffith seconds.
All, roll call.
Puro.
Yep.
Griffith.
Yes.
And
Yes. Okay, do we need to make a motion? Is a motion needed, or we already made the motion, didn't we? This is just, yes, okay, so, as far as Succo's Park goes, we have done some diligence and, sent, all of the bid packs, and what we put out for bid for both contractors to the prosecutor, to take a look and just make sure that everyone, that turned their bid pack in has met all the criteria. We did receive, information back, that both of them did, and we have chosen Parker Construction to move forward with the Succo's Park project. We are also going to ask Mr. Parker to supply a bond for this project, and he said that would be fine to do as well. So we are in the process of finishing up a wetlands study, a site study, and we're close to being done with that, and then we're going to continue to move forward. So that's just a Succo's Park update. No motion needed because the motion's already been made. But that's just to keep everybody apprised of what's going on. Anything else?
I'll make a motion to pay bills and adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Should we have, maybe we should have Stu call this guy from Virus Caves and tell him, and then have us.
That's fun. So I have that new Traverse